Julius, this is Joe. I've got a lot of still screenshots I will send you with comments and updated requests from John. The logo is a blue gray with red. Don't know if that could be made darker or do we want to contrast. The one thing we did notice there is just a lot of plain white. This statement belongs to Zillow and shouldn't use it. Probably should say we have the best options with alternate financing, right? Something like that. I had a better slogan I came up with before, but anyway. These boxes are white on top of white. These colors don't match the logo. So we want, the color palette to match. He did say that you guys had access to stock photos, that, you have some registered product for you. We want to see some that either are houses, people, and keys exchanging, more of a residential feel instead of a palace feel. Does that make sense? If you're going to take this statement out, a lot of the spacing is quite big. This needs to say rent to home, and then we'll decide how those go on phase two as far as the depth of these buttons. But the colors don't even match the logo. Let's get them to match and not so much bland white. Either contrast the background here or the background of the boxes. Let's make these pop. I don't know if the fonts can be bolded or you can change it. Would like to see the mobile button here on y'all's viewer so that we can kind of at least look at what that is. These boxes, we want to leave them the same. He just wanted one more box here that says other cities, and we were thinking that should go to a pop-up, buy, list, or invest. I'm sending you screenshots with writing on the screen of all of this. I just wanted a summary video. This box here, this red does not match the color palette. So let's make it match its gradient or lines or something on it. It looks more pink than anything. If you look at Tarantino, they did it without color because it's a spot that doesn't have color on the page. Everything here is so bland white that when we get to something like that, it's like we're boxing it in with a color. Love the Facebook thing. We'll leave that. This needs to be registration, sign up, profile type thing, which matches the G form, gravity form on everything where everybody has access. So if I'm a buyer, if I'm an agent, investor, whatever I am, builder, I can log back in, from the button at the top, right? But it should be subscribe is what this should be like. The footer, want to make sure the color palette matches the theme and flow of the logo and the nice mix of the site. And then we would like this to look more like the Tarantino one where it's a little bit robust, and then we can actually put other things here. Other links are going to become very prevalent real soon. We don't want a pre-qualify button at all. All we want is the chat button, and John's committed to supporting that, him and anybody else who'll have to add to that for immediate response. Okay, so that's the theme and the flow. We'd like to see that homepage look sexier. If you're going to use red here on white and then white on red here, can we make it match the logo color palette? I think it does, but I don't know for sure. So anywhere where there's red and blue and in some of these grays, I know that's a lighter gray, but you see it's gradient. Let's see if we can pick it up a little darker if everything's going to be on a white background. Otherwise, find me some color or some schematics like this bicycle scene back here. That looks good. Thanks a lot.